we will study in this particular time the 4 seasons in Israel.
यो समयमा हामी इजरायलका 4 ऋतुहरूको बारेमा हेर्ने छौं.
Would give us a better understanding on 7 feasts and some of the Bible teachings relating seasons that have been recorded in the various parts of the Bible.
यसले हामीलाई 7 चाडहरू र ऋतु सम्बन्धी बाइबलका विभिन्न शिक्षाहरूलाई बुझ्नलाई सहायता गर्छ.
It is also crucial for us to understand this system of seasons which are different from our seasons.
त्यति मात्र नभएर यसले हामीलाई इजरायलको ऋतुहरू बुझ्न सहायता गर्छ जुन ऋतुहरू हाम्रो भन्दा फरक छन्.
Because their seasons are somewhat similar to us or slightly different from us.
किनभने उनीहरूका ऋतुहरू केही हामीसँग मिल्दाजुल्दा छन्, केही हामीभन्दा फरक छन्.
Okay, now let me just briefly go over the system of their seasons here.
म यहाँ उनीहरूको ऋतुको बारेमा केही कुराहरू तपाईहरुलाई स्पष्ट सिकाउन चाहन्छु.
First, January to March.
पहिलोदेखि तेस्रो महिना.
What calendar system is it?
यो कुन पात्रो हो?
This is January to March.
पहिलोदेखि तेस्रो महिना.
It's their what system? Their holy calendar. Their holy calendar here. Holy calendar.
यो उनीहरूको पवित्र पात्रो हो.
It's not our calendar.
यो हाम्रो पात्रो होइन.
Under the holy calendar, when the holy calendar started,
पवित्र पात्रो कहिले सुरु भयो?
the Passover, okay, Exodus.
प्रस्थानको समयमा निस्तारको दिनबाट.
Exodus chapter 12.
जुन कुरा हामी प्रस्थान 12 अध्यायमा पाउँछौं.
Under the holy calendar system, month of January to March, Israel is called spring season.
पवित्र पात्रको पहिलोदेखि तेस्रो महिना चाहिँ इजरायलमा वसन्त ऋतु हो.
In this spring season, as we have learned, 3 feasts.
वसन्त ऋतुमा 3 चाडहरू पर्छन्.
Passover, January 15th.
पहिलो महिनाको 15 तारिखमा निस्तार.
Unleavened bread, January 16th.
पहिलो महिनाको 16 तारिखमा अखमिरी रोटी.
And the first fruit, January the 17th.
र पहिलो महिनाको 17 तारिखमा अगौटे फलको चाड.
Israel is even today celebrating all these 3 feasts.
इजरायलीहरूले अहिले पनि यी 3 चाडहरू मनाउँछन्.
With their own understanding, not recognizing, relating these 3 to the first coming of Jesus.
उनीहरूले यी 3 चाड मनाए तापनि यी सुरुका 3 चाडहरूले प्रभु येशूको पहिलो आगमनको संकेत गर्छन् भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ बुझेका छैनन्.
Messianic Jews today very much focusing on these 3 spring season feasts.
तर अहिले मसीह यहुदीहरूले चाहिँ यी वसन्त ऋतुका 3 चाडहरूलाई एकदमै महत्त्व दिन्छन्.
So they really got excited about these 3 feasts.
तिनीहरू साच्चै यी 3 चाडको बारेमा उत्सुक छन्.
Because those 3 feasts symbolizes what? The first coming of Jesus.
किनकि यी 3 चाडहरूले प्रभु येशूको पहिलो आगमनलाई संकेत गर्दछन्.
So they are really heavily teaching on these 3 feasts in a very particular ways to enhance their teachings toward Hebrew people, to evangelize.
उनीहरूले यहुदीहरूलाई सुसमाचार सुनाउनको लागि यी 3 चाडको विषयमा एकदमै विशेष जोडले सिकाउने गर्दछन्.
And they are using these 7 feast systems to convince Jewish people in their evangelistic effort.
उनीहरूले यहुदीहरूलाई सुसमाचार सुनाउने क्रममा यो 7 चाडको शिक्षालाई प्रयोग गर्दछन्.
Because the Jewish people are familiar with these 7 feasts one way or another.
किनकि ती यहुदीहरू 7 चाडको बारेमा विज्ञ छन्.
So they are just telling Jewish people that you, Hebrew people, you know 7 feasts that are really designed for the first coming of Jesus and second coming of Jesus.
उनीहरू यहुदीहरूलाई यसरी भन्ने गर्छन्, तपाईहरूलाई 7 चाडको बारेमा थाहा छ नि हैन? ती 7 चाडहरू चाहिँ परमेश्वरले प्रभु येशूको पहिलो र दोस्रो आगमनको बारेमा सिकाउनलाई दिनुभएको हो।
Okay, so these 7 feasts became their main evangelistic instrument, okay, in an effort to evangelize, convert Jewish people into Christianity.
यसकारण यी 7 चाडहरू चाहिँ उनीहरूले यहुदीहरूलाई सुसमाचार सुनाउन र प्रभुमा जित्नको लागि एउटा सुसमाचारको साधन भएका छन्।
Here in the Bible, this spring season, the Bible refers to late rain season.
बाइबलमा यो वसन्त ऋतुको समयलाई पछिल्लो वर्षाको समय भनेर उल्लेख गरिएको छ।
See, in our understanding, late rains would be what? Winter time or fall season, but it's opposite.
हाम्रो बुझाइमा पछिल्लो वर्षा भनेको चाहिँ जाडो मौसम अथवा शिशिर ऋतुमा हुनुपर्ने, तर यो उल्टो छ।
So when you read late rain means it's a spring season.
जब हामी पछिल्लो वर्षा भन्नेको देख्दछौँ त्यो चाहिँ इजरायलको वसन्त ऋतु हो।
They harvest barley is a main crops, and flax, these 2 key crops, their harvesting begins in the early spring season.
यो वसन्त ऋतुमा उनीहरूले जौ र आलस 2 वटा फलको कटनी गर्छन्।
So now, you know the first fruit here?
यहाँ अगौटे फलको चाड,
on the day of the first fruit feast, Israelis harvested their first fruit of barley, their first fruit of flaxes to present God as their sacrificial offerings.
अगौटे फलको चाडको दिनमा उनीहरूले जौ र आलसको कटनी गरेर परमेश्वरमा अर्पण गर्दछन्।
So first fruit means this: barley, first fruit, flax, first fruit.
यसकारण अगौटे फलको दिनमा जौ र आलसको अगौटे फल अर्पण गर्ने हो।
Here, 50 days later,
त्यसको 50 दिनपछि
here in wheat harvest season begins.
गहुँको कटनी सुरु हुन्छ।
That is the beginning of the Pentecost.
त्यो चाहिँ पेन्तिकोसको सुरुवात हो।
Always don't forget that Pentecost means wheat harvest.
यो कुरा सम्झनुहोस् कि पेन्तिकोस चाहिँ गहुँको कटनीको सुरुवात हो।
Not barley. Barley refers to what? First fruit.
जौ चाहिँ अगौटे फल हो।
And the wheat refers to Pentecost.
गहुँको कटनीले पेन्तिकोसलाई जनाउँछ।
They harvest wheat and present it to the Lord.
यो समयमा उनीहरू गहुँको कटनी गरेर प्रभुमा अर्पण गर्दछन्।
That is how many days after? 50 days after the first fruit.
यो पेन्तिकोसको चाड अगौटे फलको 50 दिन पछाडि हो।
This is January 17.
अगौटे फल पहिलो महिनाको 17 तारिक।
So you're counting from January 17, considering Jewish calendar always 30 days in a month.
तपाईं पहिलो महिनाको 17 तारिकबाट गन्न सुरु गर्नुहोस्, जहाँ हिब्रू पात्रमा महिनामा 30 दिन हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा पनि नभुल्नुहोस्।
So you count from January 17th to add 50 days, that comes to March 6.
पहिलो महिनाको 17 तारिकमा 50 दिन जोडेर हिसाब गर्नुहोस्, जुन चाहिँ तेस्रो महिनाको 6 तारिक हुन्छ।
For that reason, Bible calls that the Pentecost, different expressions.
त्यसकारण पेन्तिकोसलाई बाइबलमा अर्को फरक नाम पनि दिएको छ।
Pentecost means 50.
पेन्तिकोस भनेको 50 दिन हो,
50 from the first fruit.
अगौटे फलको चाडदेखि।
And also Bible calls it the Feast of Weeks. He said, Feast of Weeks.
बाइबलमा यसलाई साताहरूको चाड पनि भनिन्छ।
You know why it calls the Feast of Weeks? It's here. Look at that. Look at me here.
कारण के होला?
1 week is what? 7 days.
एक हप्तामा 7 दिन हुन्छन्।
But 7 weeks.
7 हप्तामा
How many days? 49 days.
49 दिन हुन्छन्।
7 multiplied 7 plus 1 comes down 50. That's why Bible often calls it the Feast of Weeks.
7 7 49 प्लस 1 ले 50 हुन्छ। यसकारण बाइबलले यसलाई साताहरूको चाड पनि भन्दछ।
1 week times 7.
7 वटा हप्ता।
So 7 multiplies 7 plus 1 means always Jewish counting is that the next day.
7 हप्तामा एक दिन थप्नुको अर्थ चाहिँ त्यसको भोलिपल्ट भन्ने अर्थ हो।
7 multiplies 7 and the next day. That plus 1. That comes down 50.
7 हप्ताले 49 दिन हुन्छ। त्यसमा एक जोड्दा त्यसको भोलिपल्ट जुन 50औं दिन हो।
So Bible calls Pentecost.
यसकारण बाइबलले यसलाई पेन्तिकोस भन्छ।
Pente means this is actually penta.
पेन्ते अथवा पेन्टाको खास अर्थ
In Greek word means what? It's 5.
ग्रीक भाषामा 5 भन्ने अर्थ हुन्छ।
You know, Pentagon in US military department, penta means 5. 5 angles building.
अमेरिकाको पेन्टागन सुन्नुभएको होला, जसको अर्थ चाहिँ 5 कुने बिल्डिङ भन्ने हो।
Cost means 10.
कोस्ट भनेको 10 हो।
5/10 equals to 50.
यसकारण 5 वटा 10 चाहिँ 50 हो।
English people calls it Pentecost, not Pentecost. Pentecost, that means 50.
इङ्ग्लिसमा पेन्टेकोस्ट भनिन्छ, जसको अर्थ 50 हो।
Spring season, wheat harvest season, which is the Pentecost.
यहाँ वसन्त ऋतुको अन्त्यमा गहुँको कटनी गर्ने जुन चाहिँ पेन्तिकोस हो।
That is what? Beginning of what? Church period.
यो चाहिँ मण्डलीको समयको सुरुवात हो।
In a spiritual sense here.
आत्मिकी अर्थ भन्दैछु म।
So it's harvest. What harvest? Wheat harvest.
कुन बालीको कटनी हुन्छ यहाँ? गहुँको कटनी।
Now, summer dry season, starting March to June, 4 months.
तेस्रो महिनादेखि छैटौं महिनासम्म 4 महिना चाहिँ गर्मी र सुक्खा मौसम हुन्छ।
That's why Jesus referred these 4 months to a woman at the well in Samaria. Okay, in John 4:35.
यूहन्ना 4 को 35 मा प्रभु येशूले सामरी स्त्रीसँग यी 4 महिनाको बारेमा कुरा गर्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो।
He was referring to these 4 months. It's a Gentile harvest season.
उहाँले यो 4 महिनालाई अन्य जातिहरूको कटनीको ऋतुको रूपमा बताउँदै हुनुहुन्थ्यो।
4 months. In other words, church period of time, 4 months is the Gentile harvest season.
मण्डलीको समय चाहिँ 4 महिनाको समय हो, जुन अन्य जातिको कटनी गर्ने ऋतु हो।
It's those here barley and wheat symbolically represents Jewish people.
जौ र गहुँको बालीले यहुदीहरूलाई जनाउँछ।
The main people.
उनीहरू चाहिँ मुख्य मानिसहरू हुन्।
Vines, grapes, figs and olives, these are not a main food.
तर अंगुर, नेबारो, जैतुन यिनीहरू चाहिँ मुख्य बाली होइनन्।
So they, in Bible, they signify Gentiles.
बाइबलमा यिनीहरूले अन्य जातिलाई संकेत गर्दछन्।
Gentiles. They are wheat and barley signifies Jews in a symbolic sense.
जौ र गहुँले यहुदीहरूलाई जनाउँछ।
So now here's the dry season, 4 months time in Leviticus 23 verse 22.
यो 4 महिनाको सुक्खा समयको विषयमा लेवी 23 को 22 पदमा हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
From at the end of the Pentecost story, it's Leviticus 23:21.
पन्तिकोसको बारेमा चाहिँ लेवी 23 को 21 पदमा सकिन्छ।
But there is only one verse here, 22 in the Bible. Then trumpet feast starts, verse 23.
यो 4 महिनाको कुरा चाहिँ लेवी 23 को 22 पदमा एक पदमा मात्रै छ। त्यसपछि 23 पदमा चाहिँ तुरहीको चाड सुरु हुन्छ।
So now here, this summer dry season, which this is a church period of Gentile harvest.
यो 4 महिनाको सुक्खा समय चाहिँ अन्य जातिहरूको कटनी गर्ने समय हो।
Now, as the full number of Gentiles coming to the Lord, okay, near the end of the church period, what would happen? Trumpet will blown.
जब अन्य जातिहरूको कटनी सकिन्छ अनि 4 महिनाको अन्तिममा तुरही बज्नेछ।
That is a fall season starts. Okay. Trumpet, it's July and August. Here.
तुरहीको आवाजसँगै शिशिर ऋतु सुरु हुन्छ जुन 7औं र 8औं महिना हो।
And atonement and tabernacle, all these, it's the second coming of Jesus.
र यी तुरहीको चाड, प्रायश्चित्तको चाड र छाप्रवासको चाडले प्रभु येशूको दोस्रो आगमनलाई संकेत गर्दछन्।
So it's a fall season.
यो चाहिँ शिशिर ऋतु हो।
Let me repeat here. As the full number of Gentiles harvested during the summer season, then fall season will be followed.
म फेरि भन्छु, जब 4 महिनाको गर्मी समयमा अन्य जातिहरूको कटनी सकिन्छ तब शिशिर ऋतु सुरु हुन्छ।
Trumpet, atonement, and tabernacle.
तुरही, प्रायश्चित्त र छाप्रवास।
Tabernacle, millennium kingdom. Trumpet, early appearance of Jesus. Atonement, second coming of Jesus. Arriving on land, his feet will step on the ground. Atonement and tabernacle.
तुरहीले बादलमा प्रभुको आगमन, प्रायश्चित्तले प्रभु येशूको दोस्रो आगमन र छाप्रवासले 1000 वर्षको राज्यलाई संकेत गर्दछ।
Then winter season.
त्यसपछि जाडो सुरु हुन्छ।
You see, here is it, early rains begins. Fall season.
पहिलो वर्षासँगै शिशिर ऋतु सुरु हुन्छ।
In comparison with the late rain here.
यहाँको पछिल्लो वर्षासँग तुलना गर्दा
It's opposite to our view. Okay, but don't forget that Bible says so. Because in their culture,
यो हाम्रो भन्दा चाहिँ उल्टो जस्तो देखिन्छ तर बाइबलमा उनीहरूको ऋतु उल्लेख गरिएको छ।
now winter season, as I say, September to December in holy calendar.
जाडो समय चाहिँ पवित्र पात्र अनुसार 9औं देखि 12औं महिनामा पर्छ।
As we studied Hanukkah, which is a dedication, and Purim feast.
यो समयमा हनुका र पुरिम चाड पर्छन्।
And winter rain begins. Snow in some mountains, high mountains at the northern part.
त्यसपछि जाडोको पानी पर्न थाल्छ र उत्तरको पहाडतिर हिउँ देखा पर्न
I
थाल्छ।
just want to give you the system of the 4 seasons in Israel very briefly.
यसरी मैले इजरायलको 4 ऋतुहरूको बारेमा तपाईहरुलाई संक्षिप्त रूपमा बताएँ।
In order to teach you more meanings hidden inside, spiritual implications, which I will be teaching you next time.
म तपाईलाई पछि यसको आत्मिक अर्थ पनि सिकाउने छु।
It is necessary for all of us to understand all these systems, calendar systems, and 7 feast systems, and also these seasons systems.
त्यसको निम्ति हामीले यो पात्र प्रणाली, 7 चाडहरू अनि यो ऋतुको बारेमा बुझ्नै पर्ने हुन्छ।
I hope and I pray that these systems will help your biblical understanding in a deeper level.
म यो आशा गर्दछु र प्रार्थना गर्दछु कि यसले तपाईहरुको बाइबलीय शिक्षालाई अझ गहिरोसम्म बुझ्नलाई सहायता गर्छ।